Greg with Sonnet Technologies here at ESV TV to talk about the RackMac Pro and the RackMac Mini, two of our most popular products. Start with the RackMac Mini. This is the perfect device for mounting one or two Mac Minis in a 1U rack space. We also provide a bracket for the Apple SuperDrive so that you can mount a SuperDrive in here and then through this slot have access to insert your optical disc. Or we also offer a Blu-ray burner with bracket that you can mount in here and have a Blu-ray burner accompanying your one Mac Mini in the rack mount space. Or for those who want to, you can mount two Mac Minis. We have a power button for each Mac Mini. We bring out the a USB port to the front for each Mac Mini, and we have proper cooling for the Mac Mini, and taking air through here and exhausting it out the rear. And again, as I mentioned, I think there's a power button operator so that you can turn on the Mac Mini from the front of the chassis. Super rugged. This is often used in common with the Echo Express 3R, where the Mac Mini supports 3 PCIe cards in basically a 3U rack space. The Mac Mini taking up 1U. Usually they put the Blu-ray burner over here, and then over Thunderbolt they connect to the Echo Express 3R, and for example support 2 or 3 HDX cards, and then also the storage expansion in the Echo Express 3R for a very complete mobile recording rig. Now let's talk about the RackMac Pro. The RackMac Pro is a 4U rack mount enclosure that mounts 1 or 2 Mac Pros side by side. The RackMac Pro comes in 2 models. You can buy it with the single Mac Pro computer mounting module and then add another one later, or it's also available with 2 computer mounting modules so that you can immediately mount 2 Mac Pros in that 4U rack space. The computer mounting module is basically a metal cocoon for the Mac Pro that secures it, wraps it with a rubberized material that grips it and protects it, provides a power button on the front to allow you to power the Mac Pro from the front of the rack. It brings out all of the cables. We provide all of we call them panel mount cables that allow you to connect 1 USB port to the front and 3 to the rear, and then there's a Gigabit Ethernet, HDMI port, and power. And the HDMI also, not only do we provide the cable going from the Mac Pro to the panel mount port on the back of the RackMac Pro, but we also provide a locking HDMI cable that allows you to, and we provide the cable as well, so it allows you to connect to a monitor if you wish with a secure HDMI connection, because everybody seems to be frustrated when their HDMI comes detached unexpectedly. We don't provide panel mount connectors for Thunderbolt cables because none exist. Otherwise we would do that. The active electronics in the end of the Thunderbolt cable is such that nobody has or been able to make a panel mount connector for that, so that's why we don't provide that. We have a mounting kit for our Twin 10G 10 gigabit dual port 10 gigabit Ethernet to dual port Thunderbolt adapter, and it'll mount into the area immediately to the side of the Mac Pro and allow you to provide a 10 gigabit connection for the Mac Pro to the network that it's mounted in. It's very popular for the Mac Pro, mounted in the machine room and one of these racks to connect to our Echo 15 Plus Thunderbolt dock on the desktop via optical Thunderbolt cable. It comes in lengths from 5.5 up to 60 meters. So that's a very popular option for getting the Mac Pro out of off the desk and into a more convenient networkable space in the machine room. The whole enclosure is very rugged and road ready. You can take the Mac Pro on the road for months at a time and have it be well protected and always ready to operate. That's it for the RackMac Pro and RackMac Mini, both excellent rack mount enclosures for the Mac Pro and Mac Mini respectively. You can learn more about them on our website at www.sonnettech.com. Thank you.